Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm chilling in the Infinity today, and I wanted to make a video about Sean Strickland winning by unanimous decision against Israel Adesanya. Man, what a fight. Sean Strickland made that look so easy. In the build-up to the fight, Adesanya was saying so much shit about how this was going to be such an easy win. Really was not going to be hard at all. You know, he's going to take Sean seriously, but this is going to be pretty much, a cakewalk essentially, right? Man, Sean Strickland had a game plan. Everyone was saying he looked nervous in the weigh-ins. He looked nervous in the press conference. He looked nervous walking into the fight. He looked nervous in the octagon. That guy had a game plan right away. He stuck to it, constantly puts on the pressure. And that is something that I think Adesanya has not really seen against any other opponent, is that constant pressure being right up in your face. Adesanya loves distance, and he does really good with countering. His movement is great. But this fight, Sean Strickland not only put on the pressure the entire time, but just read all of the shots. Whenever Izzy kicked, Sean checked his kicks. Whenever Izzy tried to throw a punch, Sean had a counter. It was an absolutely amazing thing to see. I called him winning the fight. Truly, I wouldn't say that if I didn't. I genuinely thought he was going to win the fight. After that first round knockdown, felt like Izzy wasn't the same. But even before that, Izzy didn't seem like the typical fighter that we've seen before. I don't want to take away from Sean's win, but it seemed like Izzy was kind of off. I don't know what was really going on. But something just didn't seem super right with Izzy, so not super sure with that. The first round, he gets that knockdown. Looks like he was about to finish him. The bell rings. Second round, Izzy looked like he was coming back. Not really in a huge way, but just kind of finding his rhythm. But after the second round, that third, fourth, and fifth, man, Sean just really put that pressure on him. Looks like Sean was invincible. Anything that Izzy threw, Sean was just ready for. I know in the lead up to the fight, you had people like Demetrius Johnson that were kind of claiming that Sean's, stance doesn't really work that well. Izzy's going to pick him apart. We saw what happened. I just think Izzy is not used to, someone who puts that constant pressure. Someone like Khabib, who always in his fights has always put on that constant pressure. I don't think Izzy really just knew what to do in that situation. And also, I feel like what we've seen with Izzy versus kickboxers in the UFC, he struggles a little bit more compared to people who are like wrestlers, karate style people. But it was just, man, such a great thing to see the underdog winning. I think at one point he was like -4, 5, or 600. Just insane. What a performance by Sean Strickland. And what a cool champion, to be honest. I know people don't really believe, or maybe don't like him because of some of the things that he said, political beliefs, whatever. But you got to give the guy credit. He just took out, if not one of the best, honestly, probably the second, welterweight GOATs that we have, in the UFC. I would probably say Izzy is below Anderson Silva, just my opinion, but Izzy is such a phenomenal fighter. To make it look that easy was insane. I think it would be interesting to see a rematch. Personally, I don't think they should do it right away. It's just my opinion. I feel like Sean won in such a dominant fashion where I don't feel like it's one of those really close fights. So I would like to see Sean versus someone else, but again, that's up to Dana White. He's going to make that choice. But man, what an incredible fight. I just can't give Sean enough credit. Like, guy obviously has a big story about his upbringing. Same with Izzy. But man, just like, if you've seen him since 2015, Sean Strickland up until 2023, I feel like you would have never thought he would be a champion at some point. And it's insane. A top 5, the number 5 guy in the division takes out the champion. What an incredible way to just change it. And yeah, I guess we're going to see what ends up happening moving forward. It's going to be, just an interesting thing now for the division. And UFC is kind of interesting now that we're having these different champions as opposed to people that have been, essentially dominating divisions for such a long time. Izzy essentially has dominated the division. I would even say that if Izzy beat Sean Strickland, he could have either changed weight classes. I don't know. There wouldn't have really been a contender besides Duplace, or however you say his name. But man, crazy. Izzy didn't really say too much after the fight. I found that kind of strange. Seemed like he was pretty upset about it. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And again, thank you for support on the YouTube Shorts. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.